Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to continue where we left off on the island, following ASA rules, which means all the good stuff, no cryopods, etc., no tech, just basic Bob life, which, you know, some things are confirmed for sure, like we won't have cryopods in ASA. There's not supposed to be tech in ASA, so I'm just kind of preparing for that stuff. But I am going to get us started with stream raiders as per usual. We're starting a new map, so we're going to start here. Hopefully we can get that next tier unlocked. That's like my big goal. I'm gonna start with something good, but not something like super crazy. I'll just give it the old paladin. And I'll do my usual of giving everybody a minute to get their first units on, and then we'll get started. Okay, so last we left off, I was basically just getting ready to build a greenhouse, which I this time did not play any while I was away. So rather than doing that though, I have another plan. Now that we have a Rex, we can go out and tame more things without like super crazy dangerous situations happening. I know I need to get a better Argentavis. That's like a for sure has to happen thing. So I'm gonna do that tonight. I also have this habit of like completely stripping pretty much everything off of my character anytime I go to sleep, which is completely unnecessary in single player, but I'm just like really used to doing that because I built like further to the north up this way on official, which it's still PvE, so like I'm not getting raided or anything. But, well, I guess that depends on what you consider getting raided, but I was getting raided, just not by players. But I built like right up in this area here, which is close enough to the swamp, which is right there. behind those trees. So that means that Titan boas can and do come up here. So I say that because I had my little hut set up over there on official when I started playing a couple weeks ago. And Titan boas kept killing me in my sleep through the wall, which most likely, hopefully, will be fixed in ASA. But as of 2 weeks ago, ASE officials still had Titan boas striking you and killing you through the wall. So I say that to say that is why I always strip my character out of pure habit when I go to sleep, because I just kept losing my inventory, which meant I was losing my flak and stuff like every time I logged off. And I would see the message when I logged on that said I died from a Titan boa, and I was like, fuck. I was gonna say I thought I had more trank darts than that, but I did tame a Rex, so I guess that's fair. I need to repair some of this stuff before I go over there. I think I already have a bed over there, but typically I like to have like a small little like ramshackle base over close to where I'm taming stuff, so oh wait, I don't have like anything in here, do I? Why is my info stuff not working? What is going on? Well, whatever. It's probably wood and fiber, and maybe thatch. Bro. Not the compies. Welcome to the island. So funny. I like definitely for sure do not need this much stuff. Well, this is all I really need for this journey. Okay. We're gonna have another long, shitty journey ahead of us. Walking the fucking wrecks across the map again. But at least last time it went well. At least we didn't suffer any, like, major losses. Like the time before that when I tried to walk across the map and it was bad. That raptor is really close to my base. It's honestly not super common for that to happen. Thank you for the follow, Jenny, by the way. I just saw that. I don't have all my alerts and stuff set up properly, so I apologize if I don't immediately see anything. See how lost my Rex is. Okay, that's fine. You can just climb trees, that's okay. You know, they say that pathing is supposed to be improved, so like following is supposed to be improved with dinos and ASA, so I'm really hoping that's a good change. Why don't you take care of that Sarco that's for sure about to fucking attack me? Okay, I see what's happening here. Gotta fix this, or it's gonna be a big problem. Okay, you, for the moment... Wait, you're already on attack my target, what the fuck? Well, whatever, you're going on passive. If I need you, I'll let you know. There might be one more thing that could help potentially. Let's see. Try. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. Maybe this won't take 5 years now. Well, it's better, but it still doesn't defeat the tree boss. Oh god, I have a fucking leech. Shit. Eh, it's gonna kill it anyway. Okay, that's not good. That's gotta be taken care of pronto. What in the actual fuck is happening? I hate the swamp, by the way. Oh no, I have a leech. That never happens. Oh well, I'll take care of it as soon as I can. I want to take care of this leech problem, but I don't want to do it in the swamp. It's the never-ending game of waiting for your Rex to catch up to you. I don't even know where it went this time. Okay, you have to stay on passive. Can't be doing this shit every few seconds. I'll just take care of the leech here. I have everything I need here to do it. Okay. Probably need more wood than that. I don't know for sure. Actually, I have no idea how much stone I need. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't see anything. More stone and flint. Got it. What the fuck? Fucking compies again. Today's compy day. Okay, is everyone fucked off? Nice. Sweet. Leech is gone. Do you have any more leeches? Is the question. No. Okay, let's try this again. Watching this is so miserable. Takes like 60 seconds to get through 5 trees. We only have to get through like 500 more. Really? Why am I like, how am I getting leeches when I'm 50 feet in the air? More like probably 10 or 20 feet, but still. This is my leech again. Just gonna keep an extra campfire on me just in case. Wait a second. God damn it. It wasn't my leech, it was on the Rex. Ugh. Oh, thank God we made it to the redwoods. I'm so grateful for that. I will take the redwoods over the swamp any day. Fun. Just getting attacked by all the like useless bullshit today, like compies and terror birds, just to inconvenience me. She is stuck. Okay, it's about to get super dark. We're almost to my Argentavis taming spot. Sometime in the next, like, week, I'm gonna get a Rhyniagasa at some point. Just because I need to learn how to tame them anyway, because they're gonna be, like, a really big deal in ASA. Since we know they'll be on the island, they're gonna be the only thing that can move structures, and also dinos that are, like, as big as a Rex, not including, like, if you have like a Quetzal with a platform saddle, that would be the only other way to do that, but they are the only thing that can move structures. So I'm gonna need them in ASA. Where have you gone? Would be significantly better to just carry one around than to do this, for sure. You're stuck on a rock or some shit. Okay, good job. Times like these, I really hope that sometime within like the next couple months they reverse the decision to not have cryopods in the game. Because this sucks. Or maybe at least the dino pathing will be good enough that this won't be so fucking horrible. Hello. How's it going? Oh shit. I was not expecting that. Alright, let's get it. I'm doing okay. It's pretty late, but I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do a stream tonight because I skipped yesterday. I did have to like detach my Twitch account though from OBS, which I think just made everything really fucking weird. So I'm figuring that out. Okay, at least that still works. Okay, we'll hop over and do Stream Raiders real quick after I pause this because I can do that in single player. Oh man, I'm gonna really miss that, honestly. Yay, we did it. I didn't really have any doubt that we would do that, but still feels good. You know what? We'll take a mystery. Why not? Oh, that's a lot of units. Have I made a grave mistake? We shall find out. Okay, we'll let you... Yeah, there's more on that side, so you take that side. I'll give everybody a moment to put down some units before we go back to art. Alright, and we will hop back over to art. Okay, so I believe my trap is still functional from last time. I fucked up my trap, so I had to kind of like rebuild it a little. And it's a real janky trap, but it works. Alright, let's see what we've got. I do not like using this thing. 16 is way too low. Uh-oh, I forgot an important thing. I forgot food again. This is a spot that I normally hunt for Argentavis on the island, so I normally have like a little base right here set up. This one is not the extent of what I would normally have, but it works for like taming stuff, and if I happen to die, I can get back here really quick and finish what I'm taming. Okay, let's see if we can find an Argentavis that doesn't suck. 104. That'll do. I almost had a panic. Yeah, that's true. I could cook some meat. I probably will do that actually. I forgot I had an extra campfire. I had it for leeches because I kept getting leeched. But more so, I thought that I had left like all of this stuff at my base, and then I remembered that I put it on the Argentavis. And yeah, my brain, this is what happens when I do this late after working. It's okay. Okay. And I have a very specific tactic for doing this, which is like, I'm not gonna say this is the best tactic by any means whatsoever, but it's just the one that I feel like has worked out for me. Oh god. I thought I was stuck for a second. I was like, fuck. Okay. Whatever. You're the right one, right? Oh my god, I grabbed the wrong one. No. You must be sacrificed. Not gonna work. Let me go open up the trap. My brain is literally non-functional apparently tonight. Are you the one I was supposed to tame? It's like impossible to see their level when they're that close to you. Okay, let's do it this way. That one's 22. Why? This is really hard to do in first person. I think one of my biggest like regrets is I played on Game Pass for so long that I just got really used to using a controller, and I never learned how to play this game on mouse and keyboard, even though I play on Steam now. So it's like, I really need to learn because there's a lot of shit that's just really wonky. Like, trying to turn my Argentavis around to fight an Argentavis, or trying to use the scope. It's just very fucking weird with a controller. Oh god, I just want to see her level. Why? Okay, I think that is the one. Yes, that is the one I was gonna tame. Thank fucking god. Okay. Miserable experience, I swear. Okay. We have the correct Argentavis in the trap. Praise. Oh my god, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, it's a waste of darts. At least my janky little trap works. It's not perfect. It's not even really great, but it works. Okay. Let's see what we're in for. So we basically have like 13 minutes until I can tame it with raw prime meat. Let me see. Oh yeah, it still has quite a bit, but I don't know if it's gonna last that long. No, it's not. That's okay, I can get more. It's not really hard with a Rex anyway. Oh no, it destroyed my fucking campfire. Bastard. Yeah, I know. I feel like that's like a really long time for being on 3 times. I had to put everything on 3 times because, like, I don't have enough time to do 1 times on this stream right now, or you guys would see nothing. It would just be me taming all the time. Which is indeed what it will be when ASA launches, but I don't know if they have prime meat or not. Let's find out. It's probably a negative. I want to see these last like 20 or 30 minutes, so whatever we get now should be fine. I probably just need to find another Argentavis. There's also a whole bunch of other crap like in the snow area, which is right across the mountain, that would definitely have prime meat. You can do it. Good job. Yay. Yep, 18 minutes, that's enough. We're good. I do have to leave it on the Rex though, so if the Rex eats it, then I'll just have to get more, but that's fine. We know where to get it now. Honestly, like, the only thing that I'm really not looking forward to is just walking this Rex back to base. It's like the one thing I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, we have some time, so yeah, it could theoretically be better on the Rex. The only reason I don't like doing that is because this Rex has like terrible stamina. Like literally just walking from right down there on the hill up here took away all of its stamina. I could pump some points into stamina. But it's still gonna be shit compared to like most anything else I could ride on. Actually, there was a point where I just like would not run my Rex. I would only walk it like this because it just doesn't lose stamina. And it honestly, I think it ends up being faster when I do that than when I try to fly it through obstacles or try to run it or like do anything else. Basically, like I can run it for until it's almost out of stamina and then I can switch it to walking. And I think I found like a couple of trips ago that that was like the most efficient way to do it. So I'll probably just end up doing that. I didn't even pay attention to how much food it actually needs to lose. Okay, it's supposed to get down to like 5,050 food. Yeah, I think it's 7 food, or 7 raw prime meat anyway. It says I have 10 minutes left, which does not match the original time that it told me it would take, but that's okay. I basically try to just set it to like holiday event or Evo event rates on official so that it feels like it'll be like somewhat similar. I mean, we'll have extra life like not long after ASA releases, so it won't be too long before we have an event. I guess they could do an Evo before that maybe, but probably not would be my guess. Okay, yeah, there's actually something I can do because I use this spot really frequently, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a little mini base here. It's really gonna have no purpose other than just like me streaming stuff basically, but every time I do this is when I get attacked by like hyenas too. It's tradition. Or raptors, sometimes there's raptors here too. Oh, like, were they releasing their tames? Huh, that's kind of funny. Liberate the dinos. I was kind of like, I was super busy that day, so I was like, really oh shit. See what I said? Some type of shit's gotta happen because I'm trying to do this. My babies. My poor babies. Hopefully this one sucks. Oh yeah, he's fucked. Ha, level 8. Yeah, this spot is like definitely not the safest spot for sure. I also keep forgetting that there's a spot in the redwoods, like semi-close to my base where Argentavis also spawn. But I got really used to using this spot because it's not an Argentavis spawn, or wasn't on my official server, because it was too, like, people had built in that area, so they didn't spawn there. So I just got used to going to the one that's really far away, but works. Okay, let's see. Definitely gonna need some of these. Really, yeah, that's way too many. Probably just need like 3. Very weird texture glitches going on right now. Well, it's convenient that I cut it off right there since it's gonna be all fucky. Oh yeah. I think I'd actually heard something about that like a really long time ago, but I completely forgot that was a thing. But yeah, that is that is the thing. As you can see, I can barely even use the fucking spyglass with my controller, so I just kind of avoid it. Do you hear them? I heard them. It's happening. Where are you? I know you're somewhere, you little assholes. Come help your mother. I'm being baited. I heard them. They are near. There they are. I see them. Fucking hyenas. Hyena Dawn. Yeah, I saw the scorpion. I did not see the saber-tooth, but I got jumped by one earlier, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens again. It's like, it's my life. It's just like, it's so nice if you can find people that you actually are okay playing with, or like if you have a partner to play with or something, because then you like always have somebody there. I'm so used to having people there to like, you know, run up on whatever is running up on me. And I, much later into my ARC career, started playing by myself, and it was just kind of like, yeah, it's just different. Here's what I can do though. This is what I normally do. I'm doing things a little bit weird right now. I usually just travel with my Argentavis, that way if something does run up on me, I have like a backup and it can carry a bunch of shit. What is going on with this tree? Honestly, I think one of the things that I'm like pretty excited about with ASA is the tracking system for your dinos. That's supposed to be built into the menu or something, like a dino menu, because I like won't have to keep my tames on passive all the time. I keep them on passive when I'm taming something for obvious reasons, but any other time though, like I would really love to not have them on passive, because then they could just be like killing all the shit that's running up on me and stuff. I don't like doing that because if you put them on neutral or aggressive or whatever, they just fucking wander off and then you like can't find them. So having a tracking system would be like huge. I mean, that's fair. Being in a tribe is... There's a couple different factors to it. Like, in some ways it's awesome. Like, if you find people that you really vibe well with and everything and you guys agree on stuff, it's really super good, I think. It can make the game a lot more fun. Obviously, there's like a social aspect to it and everything. Where you start running into issues is like with, what is that? That looks like a hyenodon. Yeah, it's stuck behind that tree. I don't want to fuck with that right now. But yeah, if your tribe, like my recommendation is to try to keep your tribe to people that you either know in person or you just trust really well. Like if you play on a server for long enough, on like an official PvE server, for example, then you kind of get a feel for like who's really trustworthy on the server and who's not, and business deals and stuff with like trading and whatever. And, you know, not getting people who like steal dino eggs and stuff like that. Those are the people that like I will consider tribing up with and then just kind of see how it goes. But I had some really good tribe members for 2 sets of them for like a long time that were just people that I randomly met, and they ended up just being like really good people to play with, and I'm still friends with them IRL. But this time I think I'm actually gonna play with the Discord mods because like they're Discord mods, so I feel like they're trustworthy enough for me to be able to play with them and not get like incited or anything, you know. But yeah. Yeah, the getting knocked off and passively thing pisses me off. Like, first of all, Capros piss me off. Microraptors too, but I don't know. Capros have like a special place in my hatred zone. Just, I feel like they make everything worse. It's the combination of like knocking you off of your mount and like dragging you away and also poisoning you. Like, what the fuck? Why? I I don't know if that's just a console thing or not. Like, I definitely have dinos that go into passively, but I don't know if it's like specific dinos or if it's just every dino. But yeah, I feel like it always happens to me every time. Okay, so we have our little taming base. This is literally just an Argentavis taming base, so it's like nothing fancy. It's pretty much its entire purpose. I'll also come here sometimes for like Ankies, but... And I mean, there are Rexes here too, but like I'm just gonna tame my Rexes on Carno Island because I like pain and torture. I'm gonna set up a second bed here because I always need a second bed. But yeah, out of the people that I played Ark with before, like in the tribes that I was in, there was only like a total of probably 6 people that I actually trusted enough to be in a tribe with. None of them play currently. I have no idea if they have any intention of coming back for ASA, honestly. I haven't talked to them since probably like ASA got announced sometime in that time frame. I hadn't really spoken to them. But last time I talked to them, they didn't have any intention of playing Ark anymore. But one of them's not allowed to talk to me anymore because his girlfriend doesn't like him talking to women. So, yeah, he's like banned from communicating with me. Oh yeah. I might have to get more prime meat because I completely forgot what I was doing. Hey, look at that. This is like my favorite thing and also the worst thing about Ark is that everything is so distracting because it's just like no matter what you're doing, like there's always like a new shiny somewhere. Hell yeah, brother. Look at you. Okay. Whew, your weight is bad. We can fix that, but holy shit. Your melee is a lot better than my other one was though. Come forth, my child. You must join the pack. Wait, why are you bleeding? What the fuck? What the fuck hit you hard enough to make you bleed? Was it the Rex? Oh yeah, your health was already like down at that point. Give you boosties. Yeah, the distractions are real in Ark. It's like, I've literally had times where I was like full fucking like taming something. Unless it's like something I have to keep a really close eye on, I just wander so much. But like I've been taming something before and just like, especially during events and stuff, when I like the colors of something, my brain is just like, oh my god, I have to go tame that. And then I just completely like abandon the thing I was taming. It's a bad deal. But usually I use, if I'm taming multiple things or just like anytime I'm taming during an event, I turn on like the tracking and everything, because if I don't, I will lose everything that I'm taming. I just realized that like a really long time ago, it was time for stream raiders. This is why I have to... Wow. That didn't take long. Anyway. Stream raiders, woo! Yeah, the tracking thing is super helpful. Okay, we got a couple things on here, so this is just a massive battlefield, so all I can really do is just hit as many things as I can with something. We're gonna try this and see how it goes. Luckily, I found out again and again that the Beast Boy can put in some fucking work. Oh yeah. Right side looks like it's gonna be good. The Flying Rogue is crazy too. They do so much damage. We win. Yes, the whistling thing. Absolutely. 100% that. Is this gonna give me the ability to... Oh, I think I might actually have like a couple things to upgrade now. Upgrade those. Oh, I gotta unlock a new spell. Tempting. I think I'm just gonna stick to what I know for now. Honestly, it's like a Tuesday night, so I'm not gonna get too crazy. I'm gonna go for the easy stuff, because I don't know how many people we're gonna have to put units on the field. Right, and I'll do my typical giving everybody a minute to put their first units on before we go back to the game. Okay, so back to Ark. Okay, I just had somebody ask me about, or say something about playing Ark, and I was like, oh, ASA. Okay, so we got our Argentavis, built our little base. Technically, I could just stay here. I don't know, I want to try that other Argentavis spot. I'm gonna try walking my Rex back and we'll see if that goes any better than what we've been doing. It's worth a shot. Believe it or not, that stamina is actually lasting like a lot longer than it was before, which says a lot about how it was before. Kind of want to tame an iguanodon after watching this guy like do a bunch of really crazy shit with an iguanodon. Also, I thought I found like the perfect place to put my chat box, but now it's covering everything I pick up, so I have to like look in my inventory to see what I'm collecting. There's no winning with this chat box on one screen thing. To be completely honest, I feel like this is already going faster than it was before because we're not having to fucking stop every like couple seconds for my Rex to get through tree boss. Oh yeah, raptors. Good stuff. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I always kind of feel like neutral is risky. Just because, like, if anything in the area pisses off your dino, then, like, it's gonna kill, or at least attack, like, anything in the area. Which means it could accidentally hit what you're taming, and just a bunch of things could happen. Risky. Raptors are already shifty. Hello. How are you doing tonight? Glad you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just walking my Rex back to my base, which I do feel like is going better than when I was trying to have it follow my Argentavis. Speaking of that, uh-oh. It's not a good sign. Oh, they are both there. Okay. Whew. Had like a brief little panic there. Yeah, I'm playing on Steam, but I am playing with a controller because I still need to learn mouse and keyboard. I played on Game Pass for like ever. Even when I switched to PC, I still played on Game Pass for like the longest time. I've only played on Steam for probably about like a year now. I just felt like I had better performance out of Steam. But I do need to learn how to play with mouse and keyboard because I think it's just a little smoother. Nope. Yep, I'm on Steam, just playing with an Xbox controller. I legitimately do not know the controls for keyboard and mouse. I did try it one time, and I want to say it was like an incident with a skiff that changed my mind, and I was like, oh, I'm not ready to use mouse and keyboard until I have like some training. Is this thing on my Rex? Is that what's happening? Yep. Yeah, I mean, controller is better for some people. I mean, I think it's better for me, like, just because I've done it for so long, so I'm so used to it. But, there's some fluidity, I think, with keyboard and mouse, and maybe a little bit more accuracy with certain things with a mouse. But, yeah, I mean, I've successfully played Arc with controller for a long time. Yeah, Leech Buddy had to go. I had to burn a few of them earlier, so they won't fucking leave me alone. They're trying me today. I was gonna say, I know you're about to fuck with me. Where are you at? I'm not gonna lie, this is better. Like, I think it is faster, but it's still fucking terrible, and I really don't even know that it's like the big trees. I think it's the ones sticking out of the water that make it so bad. Because the Rex like can't figure out how to get around some of them. And the big ones suck too. It all sucks. Well, I mean, I think that like in general, the Rex has kind of a wonky movement path. Not as bad as the Giga by any means, but it's definitely not like smooth. Yes, this is the island. I have just kind of been preparing for ASA to come out later this month because it is the only map that's going to be there is the island, so that's why I've been playing the island, because I've never played the island before. I've always played official, but I started playing on Gen 1 and then I moved to Gen 2. I did play like Crystal Isles. I mean, I've kind of been on every map a little bit, but the island I've never like actually played on. I only came to the island to fight the bosses for whatever we needed them for. But yeah, so I didn't really have the experience of the island, so I wanted to get some practice on it before ASA came out, and I'm also not playing with cryopods because there won't be cryopods in ASA, so that's why you see me walking my dinos across the map. Sorry, that was a lot of backstory. I just wanted to explain why I'm doing this stuff. Sorry, I did not mean to clear my throat into the mic. I thought I was muted, my bad. Alright, we gotta fix this problem. It's driving me nuts. You don't need all this shit in your inventory, my friend. Gotta go. I didn't even really think about how much meat we collected when we were doing this. I probably like really fucked up this process by doing that and not clearing it regularly. I remember like riding a Giga, and unless I was like constantly clearing out its inventory, it was miserable to try to walk it around. Look, see, RG's made it. That means that this was definitely a better process than flying the Argentavis and letting the Rex try to navigate itself through the trees. So we learned something today. Yeah, if you have any questions about ASA and I'm able to answer them, I happily will. There's a lot of information that none of us know. But if it is something I know, I can talk about it or elaborate on it. Or if nothing else, I can ask and try to get the information for you and then come back on the next stream. But again, there's stuff that they like can't answer right now. I've had so many conversations with the devs at this point, or like witnessed so many conversations personally with them, that I feel like most of the information they aren't giving right now is because they haven't like fully figured out what they want to do. They're still testing in the servers like as we speak on their end right now and just in the game itself. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know at this point. Yeah, including the release date. We're waiting for that, and I think that they're not giving that because they don't want to piss anyone else off at this point, so. Because if for whatever reason, I guess they made like an earlier date than they actually could do, it would just cause more problems than it would do people good. And my greenhouse will actually be built on stone, so I'm not going to do that yet. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting I don't have to like empty out my entire inventory when I go to sleep because I can't get Titan bowed through a wall. It's such a nice feeling that I'm not accustomed to at all. Oh, I see the compies tried to come for us again. Oops, that was a mistake. Yeah, so the nitrato thing is true. I really do not think that they have any intention of pushing it back. Like, talking to them often, they've been pretty open with us about like where they are in the process and if they're on track to meet their deadline and stuff like that. And even as far as like just a couple days ago, they said that they were on track to release for end of October. I think they're kind of just cleaning stuff up right now and like testing out any kinks or whatever in the system that they can before they release it. They're going nonstop. Like, part of the reason that we don't have a trailer and we haven't seen as much as we want to see of the game and stuff like that is because they are literally just nonstop working on it to get it pushed out on time. So yeah, that's what I would say about that part. And I think to touch even further on that, I think there are other financial obligations that are kind of affecting their area of release too. Like, there's other stuff going on that is kind of putting them in that position also. The Nitrado one is probably a big one, but it's not the only one that I've heard about. But yeah, they need to start making money. Like, we all knew that, and that's kind of what led up to the whole ASA thing going the way that it's gone. But I mean, I'm just excited to play a hopefully more functional version of the game that has better features and obviously better graphics, because I am very much like a 4K pretty everything person when it comes to gaming. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. But I have that problem in like every game, honestly. Even games where it like doesn't even impact stuff that much. Like, I see a difference in the graphic quality, so it bugs me. And there are like out-of-date textures and stuff obviously all over the game. Like the grass and stuff is very like ew to me, and some of the tree stuff too. I still think that it holds up pretty good for being an 8-year-old game, but there are definitely things that like are eyesores for sure. So I'm excited to see everything remastered in Unreal Engine 5. I'm excited to see Fluid Ninja because that has been confirmed. So that means that there will be really pretty water, which is nice. My big dream is 4K otters, like really good 4K otters. That's what I'm hoping for. Probably not something most people care about, but so yeah, landscaping would be really cool. Non-harvestable plants would be cool. Like decor type stuff. Oh, yeah. No, you mean like them getting stuck in the floor and not being able to move them or remove them. Yes. I don't want to say for sure, but I feel like that might be something that was addressed, because they did put a heavy emphasis on overhauling the building system. So like every single thing that they're doing with building is to make it more fluid, make it easier to build things, less buggy when you're trying to build stuff, and they want it to just overall look better. So like me personally, hearing all of that and seeing the work that they put into it, I feel like that is the type of thing that like they would address in it. But that could just be like, that's purely speculations, like it's not factual. But I would imagine that stuff like that is something they're looking into, because they're really proud of how the new structures and everything are looking. So fingers crossed that you get that. I would really like to see pillars not clipping through the floor. Like, I mean, I agree with the plans entirely, but like the pillar thing also just drives me nuts when I'm trying to build anything on pillars. Yeah, so the pillar thing generally for me looks like this. In any variation of building with pillars, I always have something sticking through the floor. And I know so many people who like, you can see how they're placed and everything. There is no way to place them for me, like in these areas where it's like not exactly perfectly flat. there's no way to place them where it doesn't stick up like that I've found. But I know people who know how to build with pillars well enough that they don't have pillars sticking out of their shit. So, I've asked people like repeatedly to, how the fuck did you cage yourself? What the fuck? He was literally standing over here and he managed to climb into the dino cage. Hey, or she, whatever. Well, I guess that's how you did it. Okay. I didn't realize they were so climby. Apparently they climb good. Good to know. But yeah, the pillar thing pisses me off. Having to use ceiling tiles sometimes because foundations can't be placed in a lot of areas. Like you get that error that says you can't build there. So maybe you have to use a ceiling tile to finish a piece of flooring. This is an example. These are both examples. I do not like that it does that. Because like they know that we have to use ceiling tiles as floors sometimes. So like that just does not look good. But again, these are all things that are probably being addressed with the building overhaul. Some of the building concepts I think are being pulled from the data that they're using to do Arc 2. And if you go look at the concepts for the Arc 2 buildings, they just look a lot better, to be honest. They look like completed structures. There's no funky bullshit like this going on. So, hopefully that's something that we'll get to see in ASA 2. ASA as well, not ASA number 2, but you know what I mean. This is a situation that's like mildly irritating to me, where I wish that like there was like smaller ramps. Like ramps are really big and I wish there was tiny little ramps so you could just make little like steps up. But that's a very minor complaint of mine. These are big complaints of mine. The ceiling tile thing not matching up bugs me. Pillars sticking through floors like this bugs me. And another thing that's always bugged me about building an arc is like no matter how many times I practice building a structure with like wood or metal or something that isn't thatch, I always have little like holes in my walls. You can't see it because this one's thatch, but anytime I do it with wood though, it somehow always manages to have little cracks where you can see outside. And then it fucks up like the whole wall. But that is something that's specifically being addressed because that, like they specifically mentioned that they're overhauling the snapping part of building, and snapping is a major issue in ASE. So that's part of what makes building in ASE so janky, is that the snapping is just not good. So yeah, needless to say, I'm excited. As somebody who is not good at building in ASE, I hope that I can at least make some kind of decent structure in ASA. Which I don't like always just have a thatch hut or like a wooden box, but this is, you know, this is like my bullshit run through to practice out primitive stuff basically. But yeah, I've never been good at like building giant, amazing looking structures. Like people who build like Viking things and the really big pagodas and stuff like that. Like I've even watched the YouTube videos and like I can the fuck not do that. So just for sure not gonna happen for me. I love it. I think it's awesome. Yeah, building without mods will definitely be a lot different for anybody who has built with mods. I'm really new to mods. I just used mods for the first time like a week ago, I think, when I tried out Primal Fear. I didn't do any building changes or anything, but like that was just one that I wanted to try out, primarily because I wanted giant otters and giant moss chops, so that was kind of my goal, and I did achieve that, so I was like, cool, I've experienced Primal Fear. And then I tamed one of the, I think they're called like, I don't remember what they're called, but anyways, the Primal Fear version of like the big Rexes. So I tamed one of those and I was kind of like, okay, I built Primal Fear, or I beat Primal Fear. Like, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I've been up for like ever at this point. But yeah, I was like, I've already pretty much beat Primal Fear, so I don't really care anymore. Like, once I got the giant otters and the giant moss chops, I think it's called like an Abdominatus or something Rex. Once I got those, I was like, okay, I'm good now. I did what I needed to do in this mod. But playing with mods was really fun as somebody who's never done it. Also, I had never even played single player before, so like this is different for me too. Getting to explore with cheats and stuff like that is totally new to me. I've always been on, you know, official PvE, so I've never had that experience before. It led me down a rabbit hole of building a giant coliseum and pitting just random level otters against random level gigas. And when I say that, I just kept increasing it. And I got up to a point where like my 3 million level otter could take on like bosses and stuff, so it was just really fun. Also, a 3 million level otter is not probably as strong as you think it is, but it was capable of killing like, I want to say, I think it could kill a level 750,000 giga, and a bunch of random level bosses too, because you can also spawn in the bosses with cheats. So like I just went ham. I was like, we're gonna make a big ass coliseum and we're just gonna see how many things we can fight with otters. So yeah, that was my life for like 2 whole days after one of the mods on the official Arc Discord server told me about Primal Fear. I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad, and it was bad. But yeah, it was fun. I'm glad I got to experience mods. I'm glad I got to experience single player and cheating and doing things that I've never done before because I've always been on official PvE. So I recommend, if you've never tried the things, to try the things. I mean, the one thing I will tell you is if you start messing with mods, be very careful, because I did erase my entire save, all of my saves actually, by using Primal Fear, because like Primal Fear is an overhaul to the entire game. So if you're not careful, you will wipe everything that you have. So at least the one thing I will say, like my one piece of advice, is if you play with mods, which you should if you haven't, obviously those of you on console probably, I don't know that you can even do that at this point. You'll be able to in ASA. But yeah, my big advice is if you play with mods, just back up your saves before you even touch a mod. That is my advice to you all, based off of my bad experiences. I don't remember what's in here. Oh, there's an Anki in here. Nice. I'm gonna have to start messing with breeding soon too, because breeding will be a whole new process. As somebody who started really late into ARC's development, as in Gen 1, Gen 2 times, almost my entire career in ARC had tech troughs, and I mean, Maywings came later and incubators came later, but like even just having tech troughs, that was like such a big deal. Cryopods obviously is a huge deal to breeding, because if you don't have cryopods, then you can't cryo your babies and log off and blah blah blah. So if you play unofficial, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of new challenges. So that's something that I'm gonna have to test on here, and since I can't test it in single player, I'm gonna have to run a server of some sort with a save, probably like a non-dedicated server or something, just so I can like keep it running on my computer, because I have to actually pretend that the server time is still going when I'm, you know, not immediately available to be at my computer, because that's what it's gonna be like on official ASA. So, lots of dead babies, cough cough. Yes, yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about with the mods. So I'm sorry you had to learn that lesson the same way that I did. But yeah, I think it's one of those lessons that you learn like one time and you're like, okay, that's never gonna happen again. Yes. Also rip the theoretical babies. I don't know, there's gonna be There's gonna be a lot of dead babies, unofficial. But, I mean, there will also be wild babies, so maybe that's some kind of trade-off. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't know what the process of raising a wild baby dino is gonna be. Like, I don't know if you can tame them or what the taming. I'm assuming you can probably tame them, but I don't know what that process is gonna look like. I don't know what it's gonna be like if you are able to tame them. Once you've tamed them, I don't know how you're gonna raise them. I would assume it would be like anything else, but I don't know for sure. I find it really strange. There's been no mention of whether or not Maywings are going to be in. Like, we know the Riniagasa is going to be in, which is obviously a much newer dinosaur or tame than a Maywing. So, I don't know if Maywings are going to be in ASA at launch, and I hope that they will make their way onto the island, because with the addition of wild babies, the Maywing is literally the perfect tame to have for snatching up wild babies. That's like literally its thing. Like, so, yeah, that's just something I thought about. I was like, man, if we get Maywings, that would make up for almost everything else for me. Because, like, just being able to glide around and just swoop up fucking baby dinos and just be like, well, that's mine now, would be super cool. And it would make me happy. It would be very much like, you don't need your mother, I'm your mother now. Yes, exactly. Happy stealing babies. I just realized I haven't checked on this in a while. Oh wow, okay, I put a lot of spark powder in there. I feel like I have a problem, but usually it works out in my favor because I don't have to worry about shit spoiling. Just enough shit spoiling to use it for narcotics, basically. Oopsie. We battle readied again without me paying attention. And this time we have very few units. I'm really glad that I took the easy route because there aren't that many units on here, so we're gonna see how this goes. We might be able to do it. The Templar is pretty strong, but I don't know for sure. Oh, that was a really good hit from the bomb dude. Oh yeah, we totally got this. Hey, in the bag. Thank you to everybody who put units on the board. I really appreciate it. Helps me a lot. I'm gonna wait to start the next one until the next stream because I don't want to get started and then not be able to actually go through with it. So we'll hold off on that for tonight. Oh yeah. I definitely know what you're talking about with the spoiled meat thing. Actually, there's a trick that I use for spoiling meat, which I don't know if anyone else does this or if I'm just weird, but I like to put as much meat as I can in my inventory. That was a horrible sentence once it came out of my mouth, but put as much meat as I can in my inventory. and split the stacks into stacks of one meat so that it like all spoils at one time. There's also tames you can use to spoil meat too. Vulture is one of them. Um, it might be the only one, I'm not 100% sure, but vulture can actually spoil meat. So, yeah, that's something. And then I know like mantises eat spoiled meat. I don't know if they can spoil meat, but they eat spoiled meat to raise, so possibly. I'd have to look further into it. But yeah, my advice is on the spoiled meat thing, like if you need a bunch of spoiled meat at one time, you don't just have a bunch laying around on your dinos, which, yeah, then, yep, exactly. Do that, wait until they're about ready to spoil, and then split them all, and that'll give you a shit ton of spoiled meat. And then obviously just like I shove it in like every crevice I can in my base. Like I'll just throw it in boxes and stuff too, because I'm like, well, at some point it's gonna spoil. Obviously like troughs and stuff are a steady um, collection of spoiled meat, but like it just depends on how quickly I need it, honestly, because I feel like most of the time I have a lot of spoiled meat laying around, but like when you need spoiled meat though is when you will like never have enough of it from my experience. So that's why I learned how to make it. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody who came in here tonight and hung out with me for 2 hours. I've been very tired, so again, I apologize for the lack of excitement and enthusiasm, but I'll be back and we'll continue on from here. At some point, we're going to do the Renia Gasa, so that will be a really fun stream to watch, I think, because it's going to be really funny watching me fail at it several times before I get it right. And you know, there's so many factors involved with taming them. Killing a bunch of males to get the pheromones, finding a dino that you're willing to sacrifice that has at least 300 drag weight, because that's the requirement for them to be able to impregnate the dino. Riding that dino, attacking the Reniagasa until it's below 10% health, and then it will start glowing and impregnate your dino. Then you have to feed it whatever the baby wants, basically, which can be a lot of random shit. And then at the end, it explodes, and then you have a baby Reniagasa that is all yours. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting because there's so many things that can go wrong on every level of that taming process that I highly recommend watching me do that, because it will probably be hilarious and stupid. So, alright. I hope you guys have a great night. I will be back as soon as I can for more shenanigans. So, everybody have a good night and a day tomorrow. And I'll talk to you guys soon.